Welcome back to Open, everyone. Our next guest is a mother, entrepreneur, and founder of Sunny and Denbigh Hair Care line, who, after being frustrated with the selection of hair care products on the market, leaving her daughter's hair dry and damaged, she decided to make her own hair care product, infused with natural herbs, oils, and butters. Sunny and Denbigh provides solutions for alopecia, eczema, moisture retention, thinning hair, and more. So here to share more, we welcome Sunny and Denbigh founder Gillian Nelson.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. Quite the undertaking.
Yes, it's been a journey, but we're here. Yes.
Well, here's the thing though. I kudos to you in your mompreneur quest, right? Because
Yes.
I know you're speaking to one yourself.
Yes.
I'm like
Yes.
mompreneur, but you also took action.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you took control of a matter that obviously mattered to you.
Yes.
And from what I hear and what we're going to share with you guys is like, not only did you do this for your daughters, for both your daughters, you also are helping an economy in another part of the world.
Yes.
So let's talk about all of that. Let's
Okay.
from the beginning.
Okay. So the beginning was a long time ago. I actually started making these products maybe 10 years ago at home just for my daughters. Initially, I had two toddler girls at the time, and they would come home, really worried about their hair, getting teased. I could see where it was starting to affect their self-esteem. And I remember being a little girl and feeling very insecure about my hair and what that did to my self-esteem. So I'm like, okay, so we have to take matters into our own hands. And, I started buying products on the market, which I thought were good. They had, a good reputation, and they would work initially, but in the long term, they just didn't do what I felt like they should be doing.
Right.
So I took matters into my own hands, and I ran up our Amazon account buying oils and butters and herbs and researching stuff. And the first product we came up with was actually this one right here. This is our hair butter.
Which one? The bottom one?
The bottom one
hair
is our
butter.
hair butter.
We're talking about that one.
Yes, and I call it a perfect product because of what it did for my daughters. It moisturized, it repairs, it conditioned their hair, and the results were immediate. Like I didn't have to wait, 4 weeks to see results. As soon as I used it, I could tell that their hair was retaining moisture. It looked shiny, it looked healthier, and people actually started asking me, like, what are you using in the girls' hair?
Right.
And of course, in true mom fashion, we always downplay our roles as mom.
Right.
I didn't see it as anything important or significant or even worth sharing. So I would just say, oh, I'm just using a little shea butter, and I would just kind of let it pass.
So just for clarity purposes, how long ago was this that you first started experimenting with this one?
10 years ago at home.
10
with
years ago. I just wanted them to
Yes.
see what that
Yes.
process looks
Yes,
like.
yes. So I was in the kitchen for many years before we actually officially became a business in 2019. And that was totally by accident. And people are like, how do you start a business by accident? Well, I did. Because at the time, I was a college professor, mom, wife. Business wasn't my thing. I didn't know anything about business. I didn't even know where to start. But I accidentally posted a video. I would make the butters at home, and they look so nice and creamy and whippy. I posted it on my social media, and what was meant to be posted on my Instagram account, you have people on Instagram, I don't know those people.
Right.
I was gonna post it on Instagram. It actually uploaded to my Facebook, where all my family and friends were. And they're like, Jill, what are you making? What's that cake? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, it's not actually cake, it's our hair butter. And they're like, where can we get it? We want it. I'm like, but it's not for sale. I'm just making it for the girl. Oh no, we want it. So that's kind of how, the whole thing got started, and why I said accidentally, because it was not an intentional act. If it were up to me, I would probably still be in my kitchen whipping butters, but God had a different plan, and he's like, I need to put you out here. And it has been an amazing journey. We have thousands of customers to date. Like
Wow.
Testimonials are absolutely incredible. And to think that, I was dimming my light. And that's a word to the women and the mom out there,
Yes.
to just pursue your dreams. And if God planted a seed in your heart,
Right.
just go with it and be obedient, because you're sitting on something that could be so great. And, he'll I mean, I know we do that because we're worried about resources and how will we get there.
Right.
But you just have to make the first step, and he will meet you at your point of need. And that's exactly what's happened with our brand over the past 5 years. So I know that was a long answer.
No,
but-
that was great. No, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's important and very encouraging, and because being in the world of entrepreneurship is very,
Yeah.
it's very risky, right?
It is.
And you have to trust that whatever is needed is going to present itself,
Absolutely.
right? And so you started with us,
Started
and
with the
right,
hair
and
butter.
then you officially became a brand
2019, so
right before the pandemic.
right before the pandemic, I was
Yikes.
still working full time.
Uh-huh.
I was a swim mom. My kids were like, competitive swimmers, so that took like our entire schedule. I didn't have time for a business.
And
like,
I'm sure it affected their hair too, because I'm a swimmer.
Yes.
And even though I wear a cap, it's affected my curls.
and that's how I knew I had something special, because my girls were swimming. They were in the pool 5 days per week, and they still had long, beautiful hair. And people are like, how are the girls swimming? And, and again, I didn't see the value. I didn't share. But when we got started in 2019, I had a whole hairline, and I didn't even realize it. Like, we had the hair butter, we had our black soap shampoo right
Okay,
here,
right, this.
our leave-in conditioner and detangler. I had a deep conditioner, which has to be frozen because our products are natural. We didn't bring that with us today.
Okay.
But we had a hair butter and a body butter as well. But I didn't realize that I had created something. When you do something like every day, I guess you don't see the value, you don't realize like what you've done. But we had a whole line to start with, so that was
and it's all natural ingredients.
all natural. Yes.
Right. And so, question: how did you even know what to put in it?
That's the thing. So Google, researching herbs and butters that are known to stimulate hair growth. I wanted growth. Like, my
Right.
intention wasn't to start out for moisture. I got so much more. But when I started out with my daughters, my goal was to get them long hair, right? Not even realizing the importance that moisture plays in the growth process, right? So through making these making these products, collecting these herbs, researching herbs that were specifically for growth and blood circulation and feeding the follicles of the hair bulb and all of that stuff, that's how we came up with the products we did, and they work so well. They are all natural. I mean, as natural as you can get, and our customers love them.
All right. So, walk us through what we have here on display.
Okay, so the closest one to you is the one that almost didn't make the line. That's our leave-in conditioner and detangler. It only has 3 ingredients, and I think because of the simplicity of it, again, I didn't see the value. I figured anybody could make it. But then I'm like, you know what? It's been such an effective product for moisture for our girls. I need to put that in there. So that's our leave-in conditioner and detangler, a bestseller in our line. Black soap shampoo. I mean, this is one of our best sellers as well. Black soap is authentic. It comes from Ghana. We know the women that make this black soap, and I'm very intentional when sourcing ingredients for our products, because I'm all about supporting small businesses, all about supporting women-owned businesses in particular. So I'm very intentional in sourcing vendors for our raw materials.
Right. So, in other words, the ingredients is actually imported from Ghana.
Oh, for
from
sure.
women who have
Yes.
small businesses
Yes.
in Ghana. I love
Yes.
that.
That's how they feed their families.
that.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to
Yes.
clarify
Me
and make
too.
sure, because we're
Me
celebrating
too.
Women's History Month.
Absolutely.
Moving on, and what we have now.
We have our argan acai shampoo. Now, these 3 in the orange,
Okay, shampoo,
conditioner and curl refresher.
Uh-huh.
These are for people who have like your texture,
Oh.
straighter strands, curlier strands, because we started out being a curly brand. My girls have, curly hair. So, but everybody loves natural products.
Right.
And as we progressed and things transitioned, we had a whole demographic of people who are like, well, we want products, so we came up with our argan acai line. So yes, those in the orange, and
One,
that's for
two.
people who have curly hair. If you have damaged hair or hair that's shedding, we recommend this bundle wholeheartedly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then next.
This right here is our herbal growth oil. As you can see, I don't know if you guys could see it, but it has.
Bottom, we can, I think we
to
can
pull it?
Oh no, maybe not.
Okay.
I don't know.
It has
But
all
at
the growth
bottom, right
herbs.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move the little one is what we'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, right here.
You can see the growth herbs in the
The
bottom,
bottom
of the
We're
oil.
trying to show the bottom. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Yep.
Those herbs are intentionally selected, and they're all there because they stimulate growth and they feed the hair follicle. And it helps your hair to grow thicker and longer. So,
So is this the one recommended for people dealing with alopecia?
No, actually the one recommended for people with alopecia is our intensive scalp oil.
This one?
Yes, this one I had a dream about one day. I took a nap and I have these vivid dreams sometimes, and I got the dream, I had a dream for the ingredients that are in that oil. This one, it sits for 6 months before we harvest it. It's a very potent oil. We have a lot of people with alopecia undergoing chemotherapy, any type of hair loss or thinning, hormonal hair loss, postpartum hair loss. That oil right there is absolutely amazing for growing hair back. And we use it as a spot treatment as opposed to the herbal growth oil, which is like an oil that you can use every day for your entire head. And just so you know,
when you say spot treatment, are we saying putting like a heating cap on?
you can, or let's say if you have like a thinning or a balding area, you can just put that oil in that specific area, and we recommend doing a scalp massage or adding some kind of heat just to stimulate the blood flow, because hair growth is really all about blood flow and feeding the hair bulbs. If you can feed your hair bulbs and you can stimulate blood flow, you can probably get your hair to grow back.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing all of that information. And next we have these butters.
So of course the bottom is our hair butter. That's the first product I like to say I perfected, because I feel
This
like the hair
that was
butter.
numero uno.
Yes, I feel like it's a perfect product. Like we introduced this one to our new customers. If you're new to our line, you're not quite sure what to get, not quite sure what product will work for you, we recommend trying our hair butter.
So this is hair butter, and this is body butter on
This
top.
is a cocoa butter body butter. She is a rock star. Honestly, in her own right. Excellent for eczema, excellent for dermatitis. Smells so good. It's so amazing just to enrich your skin.
And can I just say, like, going through your Instagram, even though I hadn't even smelled the product, I could smell them.
Yeah.
Like, there was something about the capture of it, your actual intention.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
And I was looking so forward to smelling it. And I gotta tell you guys, everything smells delicious. It smells edible, even though it's not. But it's like,
Yeah, that's the beauty of being a small business. We're a family-run business. I work with my mom, my mother-in-law, my kids, 3 generations. And everything we create is super intentional. Every product we have serves a specific need and solves a problem for people. We just don't make products willy-nilly. So, they're made with love. They're made in small batches. You'll get little chunks of cocoa butter in your, people are like, oh my God, this is real cocoa butter. Like, it has chunks of cocoa. Yes, like, we are super intentional about giving you the best quality ingredients in their purest form, and we know that that's going to help your skin and your hair. So that's what we're about.
it's amazing.
Thank
What an
you.
amazing story. So
Thank you.
inspirational. And, don't let her fool you, because she's a rock star. She was just, you were just put on Times Square, right? Didn't you have a billboard on Times Square?
We did. I saw that for the first time yesterday. It's one of those surreal moments that, like how did something I started in my kitchen end up in Times Square? Like, it was just so amazing. And just to encourage everybody out there, like, go for your dreams, pursue whatever it is that you have on your heart, because I'm telling you, this moment right here would have never happened if I hadn't started. I'm not even sure if I believed. I was just being obedient. So be obedient, do the thing, and you never know how you'll impact and change lives. So.
And also trust the process.
Trust the process, absolutely.
Woo, thank you for sharing such an inspirational story here on Open. I hope you guys are inspired, because I sure am. I'm looking forward to trying some of these products. And once again, we were speaking with Gillian Nelson, Sunny in Denbigh founder. And for more information, you can visit sunnyindenbigh.com. Stay tuned. There's more Open when we return.